Testing, testing. but I feel that she is more structurally correct and she's a little more sound over her feet and legs, and I just feel like she wins it for me in this class today. Coming in second is a doe that's a little bit bigger body, and I like how she is. Thank you. Oh, you're good. Thank you. The brown doe, but I feel that she is more carries herself well. She's a little bit larger body. I'm a little bit not as I want her pinch on her hooks the pins here. Overall, a good doe for the young lady. And coming in third here, this doe is just a little less fresh, a little more smaller footed, and above all, just going to be a good doe for this point, just not up to par with the rest of the does in the class. Put your hands together.
All right, next in the arena is goats 221 dairy, standard dairy, does under 6 months. We have Alvin Lee Mitchell, exhibitor 36, and Kimball Mitchell, exhibitor 37.
And tomorrow. And the next day. He'll be back Monday. Did you see?
Start the class with this young lady's doe. This doe to me just appears ultra feminine, refined, nice angles to her. She's not wanting to work for her well today. Overall, I think she's going to be a nice dairy project. The young man still comes in second. She's a little deeper bellied, a little less refined. I noticed she does have a little bit bigger feet and legs on her. But I think overall for a nice dairy project, she's going to be one that's going to be a bigger body doe and possibly maybe less efficient with the biggest bodies. And overall, nice dairy projects for these two.
All right, next in the arena is goats 229 novelty does, 235 novelty does, myotonic fainters, does.
If we could have the top exhibitors from our first dairy class, does 1 year to under 2 years not freshened, and standard dairy does under 6 months, come back into the ring, please. We have exhibitor 105, Taylor Springhauer, and exhibitor 36, Ivanalia Mitchell, come back into the ring for the champion drive for dairy goats.
I'm looking for one that's going to produce milk. I'm looking for something that's going to stay sound for as long as possible to keep producing that good milk that they're born to do. Looking for a doe that's going to be level and strong over her top and fresh in her appearance, ready to go to work as soon as she gets bred and lays down, has her kids, and we're ready to milk. And the doe to me that feels like she does that the best for me today is this little young lady still right here. So congratulations. When I look for a second place though, I'm looking for one that's ultra feminine, ready to put on some pounds of milk. And even though it might be a younger doe, I feel like this one has a good future. And the young lady's Nubian doe is going to be reserved. Thank you. You guys did an excellent job. Okay, good job.
All right, in the arena, we have goats 229, novelty does, 235, novelty does, fainters, does 6 months to under 1 year, Lillian Parker, exhibitor 4-1.
We have a single entry here for a novelty doe. Miss Ivy is doing a great job being shown today. She's your single entry, so she's going to get a purple ribbon today. You can tell that the girl takes really good care of her. I like how strong she is in her feet and legs. Nice, clean eyes. Overall, she looks like a great project for you, this young lady.
We have the grand champion of goats 229 novelty does, Lillian Parker, exhibitor 4-1. Just letting everyone know that we have Country Cousins selling ice cream and popcorn, and Wabash Wranglers are selling pop and water in the northwest corner of the arena. Entering in the ring now is goats 230, breeding meat does. Breeding meat does under 5 years. We have Stephen Barrett, which is exhibitor 8-6. Ann Barrett, exhibitor 9-4. Ann Barrett also exhibitor 9-4. And Lydia Foose, exhibitor 140.
That's pretty good. These ones are great moments because they're so strong. Logos. I have a hard time staying on.
First class of breeding does, we have quite an extreme difference in the type and kind. I'm going to start your class off with the big, heavy black doe. She just comes across as a more put together meat type doe for me. She's stout in her foot and leg. She comes up with a lot more product than the rest of the group in her class. The only thing that concerns me that I want to make sure on this doe that we want to watch is over condition. All the other does appear to have kidded and raised babies, and I'm still waiting to know for sure on her. So with over conditioning, kind of touches me on that one, just a subject, just to make sure that she is going to be a good breeding doe for having kids and being able to have those kids. So nice, very nice first doe out there. Just make sure we're not over conditioning, but very nice looking doe. Doe in second, the red doe. This one you could look at her versus the white one. She's a little bit smaller frame doe. However, I appreciate her hock set and her stoutness in her foot. She's more fresh. And for me, I like how her bag attaches, is a little bit more sound. If she's out in the pasture having kids, I'd be more afraid that my white doe in third would possibly injure her bag. So the red doe is going to be second in class for me today. Just mostly over nice appearance and soundness overall. The white doe in fourth is a nice doe. She's long, she's big body, looks to be an excellent producer. She's a little angular there in her hooks, pins, and hock set, is why she's sitting third today. And fourth doe overall. I really like her body mass. I just see that she's sitting here today just not as competitive as the does ahead of her. Really nice doe overall though. Nice big footed. Looks like she's going to make a nice commercial doe for this young man. Jump.
Our next class is going to be goats 230, breeding meat goats. Breeding meat does 1 year to under 2 years. We have Stephen Barrett, which is exhibitor 86. We also have Stephen Barrett, exhibitor 86. Ann Barrett, exhibitor 94. Lydia Foose, exhibitor 140. And Lydia Foose again, exhibitor 140.
Someone's cowboy boots right there. It was like down by Broadway. Whose car is it? I remember the face of the guy. And didn't it hurt him too? Like he ran over him? Can you imagine running in Broadway and see it down? Gosh. How'd they catch it? I assumed someone just found it and walked it back to the front.
This was a challenging class to place. You have extreme differences here. I'm going to use this lady's doe to go first. However, I want to thin this doe down about 25 pounds. She is, to me, the most sound and structurally correct of this entire class. She has a nice set of foot and legs. I love how she's more level in her hip. She's wider in her hooks and pins and just carries herself correctly. I would like to take about 25 pounds off of her, but nice project overall. Thank you. The doe that comes in second here, from a meat standpoint, she's a powerhouse. She's wide, she's huge, foot-legged, wide in her hooks and pins. I'm not a fan of her levelness of her hip. I'd like to straighten that up a smidge. I'd like to free her up in her walk. A nice project for the young lady, but I would like to fix her in a few ways. How she beats the doe in third. The doe in third has a nice foot. I would like to level her up in her hip a tick and widen her out a lot. Overall, the doe in third just needs to have more product, as well as the does in third and fourth and fifth. Just needs to have more product. I think if this doe was a little, maybe a tick lighter, she'd be a little more flexible and move a little easier. Rounding up this class with the last two does, just a little less angular in the hips, a little more product would get them higher up in this class today. Nice projects for these two overall. I think they're going to be all right does for nice commercial goats in the pasture. Thank you.
Lydia Foose, exhibitor 140. All right, our next class is goats 230, breeding meat does. Breeding meat does under 6 months. We have Stephen Barrett, exhibitor 100. We have Stephen Barrett again at exhibitor 100. Also Stephen Barrett, exhibitor 100. We have Ann Barrett, exhibitor 94. We have Ann Barrett, exhibitor 94. Ann Barrett, exhibitor 94. Ann Barrett, exhibitor 94. Lydia Foose, exhibitor 140. And Maximus Parker, exhibitor 67. Announce the Balfour Bainstormers are selling raffle tickets for Split the Pot raffle. Stop and see them at the northeast corner of the show ring. Tickets are $1 or 6 for $5. we have Barnyard Critters in the Baumgars Barn. At 10 a.m., there is going to be a Lego competition. And following the goat show is going to be pony rides from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m.
I love goats.
Consistent, overall type and kind. I'm going to use this young lady's doe to win the class over here. Her doe just comes out more fresh, more wide, more level in her hooks and pins. She's got a nice level top over it. She's in good condition, not overweight. I like what I see here. She's sound in her foot. She's got a nice big foot on her. Pretty neck, pretty doe overall. I like her to win your class. Coming in second, we have a little bit of smaller doe. I appreciate her bone and her level of top. She is wider from her shoulder all the way back than the rest of this class. Coming in second, she holds herself quite well. My group over here, I like this first dapple doe. She's tall, fronted, she's clean. I'd just like to see her powered up a little higher and a little more level from her hooks to pins. My traditional doe next, one I'd like to see with more bone. I like how she's got a little bit of mass there for what she is for her size. I'd like to see her more level in her hooks and pins. Overall a nice doe. I think she's going to be a nice one for this young man to take out to the pasture. The doe coming in with the dapples, I would like to put a little more bone and structure under her, level her up more on the top. She is a pretty fronted doe, not to take away from that. Just needs to power up for the rest of the class. My bottom pair down here, nice angles, just need more power to move up any further in the class today. Good job.
The class winner goes to Lydia Foos, exhibitor 140. Our next class is goats 230, breeding meat does. Breeding meat does 6 months to under 1 year. We have Lydia Foos, exhibitor 140.
I love the goats so much. My favorite in the cows.
That's nice and smoothly down her top. Very sound in her front feet. I like this though to win this class. Obviously, she's the only one in here, but I think she could hold her own in any of the other classes that we've had today. So nice single insert here.
Our class winner is Lydia Foose, exhibitor 140.
Bring back our first and second class winners from each breeding meet does class for our champion drive. So we'll be bringing back exhibitor number 94, Ann Barrett, and exhibitor 140, Lydia Foose. Again, exhibitor 140, Lydia Foose. Exhibitor 100, Stephen Barrett. Exhibitor 140, Lydia Foose, and exhibitor 140, Lydia Foose.
When I come out here and search for a champion overall breeding doe, I look and see what I'd like to take home, put in my herd. A lot of people say that the show world's disconnected from the commercial world, and I'm one that firmly believes, especially at this level, that it needs to go hand in hand. So I'm going to be looking for a doe that packs a lot of muscle, a lot of leg, a lot of bone, structurally correct. She's got to be able to walk. She's got to be able to hold herself up, because if I'm going to put her out in my front pasture, I want her to look good so I can sell more goats. I think there's a couple does out here that I particularly like and would like to take home. There's some that aren't as powerful, but I bet these does are just as good out in the pasture and can hold their own. But where I'm looking for a meat doe, I can see a couple that I really appreciate. Got one that's a powerhouse, absolutely huge legged. Could be a little more level over her top. She's real thick, real stout. Our black doe up there is the one that looks really nice. She's wide from her hooks to pins. She drops down nice and square into her hock and foot. She's got a nice ring presence, a little thicker than I'd like as far as the weight wise. I don't know how stressed she'd be out to go out in my pasture and walk to the end and come back, but overall I think she's going to be a nice show doe. We've got this traditional doe here. Very nice doe. I really like how she's put together. I just think she's a little overweight for me. You can see the fat pockets there behind her front shoulder. I don't like to see so much jiggly there. However, I think she's, as far as the conformation-wise, she's a very nicely well put together doe. She looks like she can hold her out, going out in the pasture or in the show ring either way. And she's doing a very nice job today. The smaller doe here, traditional, really nice doe. She's sound. She's not overweight. She's very functional. She's got a beautiful profile, level on her hip. She's got a really good look about her. She's flat over her blade and carries that width down. I do notice that she does pinch just a tick there in her hooks from her top line. I'd like to fix that just a little bit. Our little doe here, overall a really nice, powerful young doe. I'd like to fix her in her hock set just a tick. She does dip in the center a little weaker over her top than I'd like to see at her age. Overall, a nice set of first place does to look at. Our reserve, not to take anything away from them, I think they're all going to be wonderful projects. Our red doe up front, she is one that is very sound, fresh, easygoing, just doesn't have the mass and power that the other ones do, but I think as far as soundness, she can hold her own. I wouldn't put it upon her to have a set of kids every year, raise them, and put very little input into that doe. My heavy doe over here, a little hard muscled, maybe a tick over hard. She's not as free flowing as the rest of the group in the classes today, but a powerhouse nonetheless. And our little doe down here, I really appreciate, even though she's smaller, not as powerful, I really like how she carries herself over her top. She drops down with nice angularity, width in her hooks and pins, and a nice hock set to go with that. I think overall she's a nice quality doe for this young man. And with that, I'm going to go out and select your champion overall doe and then your reserve. Really nice set of does, and I appreciate you guys having me this morning.
I'd like to announce our grand champion of the breeding meat does to Lydia Foos. And we would like to thank our sponsor, grand champion for the meat breeding doe, Bob and Janice Moore, for the trophy. Reserve champion would also go to Lydia Foos for breeding meat does, and we would like to thank our sponsor, Trip Up Arms, for the trophy. The next class in the arena is goats 231, breeding meat bucks, bucks 6 months to 1 year. Lydia Foos, exhibitor 140. The Clover Kids Stuffed Animal Pet Show will be in the arena. Also at 1 o'clock, the 4-H Pet Show.
buck kid here. Really nice buck for this young lady. He's nice, wide, clean fronted. That's what my favorite thing about this buck is how wide, clean his front end is. Pretty well put together. I love his back 1/3. He's real level in his hip and comes down real nice and stout out of his hip into that foot. He does pinch just a tick behind his front shoulder. Could be just because his belly's extra full today. Overall, a really nice Purple Ribbon project for this young lady. Nice little buck.
Class winner and grand champion for the breeding meat bucks goes to Lydia Foose, exhibitor 140. Three market goats. Any breed or sex born after January 1st of the current year. Market goats, any breed or sex born after January 1st of current year. We have Lillian Parker, exhibitor 41. Ann Barrett, exhibitor 94. Stephen Barrett, exhibitor 100. Rebecca Mayhew, exhibitor 69. Stephen Barrett, exhibitor 100. And Ann Barrett, exhibitor 94.
I'm going to start your class off with this black weather here. He comes to me with the most foot and bone in the class. He seems to be the most strongest over the top, has the most width and length to his body. Remember here, we're looking for meat and muscle and bone ready to go to the packing plant. He seems to be the most finished out of this class, the largest over his rack, and overall wins the class for me today. The goat here in second, a larger body goat, just not quite as expressive over his top as the black leather, a little bit bigger body goat, just not quite as much product as the goat in first today. This little pink weather here at the end, a bigger body goat, good feet on him, just not as powerful as the goats above him. A little more narrow and plain in his hook and pin set. A little more product than the ones that are going to break me for my bottom group today. The little dappled weather here, even though he's small, he still has a competitive amount of muscle compared to the rest of the group today. He's more fresh over his top and sits down on nice feet and legs for me and just handles himself quite well for even being the smallest in the class. The little spot-backed paint weather here, one that handles himself quite strong over his top for the group. Would like to see a little bit stronger pastures in his back and a little more product overall. And the weather that finishes up for me today, just one that is coarse over his front shoulder, not a whole lot of dimension there, and just one that rounds the class out nicely for me today.
Market goats, any breed or sex born after January 1st of the current year. We have Jamie Vinton, exhibitor 14. We have Jordan Wilgenbush, exhibitor 24. We have Sailor Jensen, exhibitor 120. We have Josie Kinkle, exhibitor 132. We have Sailor Jensen, exhibitor 120. Lydia Foos, exhibitor 140. And Jaden Wilgenbush, exhibitor 23.
wethers out here today. I'm going to explain to you guys what I'm seeing here. Is overall, I have a little bit of a shorter body wether. However, as far as product, I feel like this heavy wether up front is going to win your class just from the sheer amount of product on his body, his foot and bone muscle. He's just got it all. He carries himself good enough down the side of the arena for me to go ahead and put him first. It looks like an easy flushing wether. One I'd like to stretch out just another rib length probably, which is what I think the goat in second place does for him. The goat in second just doesn't quite muscle up to the one in first. However, he's just as strong in his foot up front. I'd like to see him a little less angular in his hock and put a little more muscle up there on top. The red goat here, surprisingly, he's actually more touchable over the front shoulder there than you'd think. He carries himself quite nice. He's got a nice foot, a little more angular in his hip than I'd like to see. I'd like to level him out with a little more product in the hip. Overall, a good wether, which is really surprisingly for how much he's got over his rack and his blade there. The red goat that comes next, he's a little straight in his hock, a little smaller footed than I'd like to see. He's got some good points, nice rounder rib on him. Just doesn't put it in as a pretty of a picture for me today as the ones ahead of him. The black-headed wether here stays nice and true over his top, drops down into a nice twist. Little over in his front knees. It's just a little bit of a structural thing here, a little looser skin, and just lacks the power to move up today. My goats down here in the two bottom, very similar in their type and kind. I put the one with a little more product and top over to place ahead of the bottom goat here. Mainly just nice goats. The black-headed goat is a little more flat over his front shoulder. However, I just feel like he doesn't quite carry as much product as the red-headed goat ahead of him. So overall, a nice group of heavier wethers today.
The class winner of Goats 233 Market Goats is Lydia Foose, Exhibitor 140. We have Stephen Barrett, Exhibitor 100, Rebecca Mayhew, Exhibitor 69, Lydia Foose, Exhibitor 140, and Jaden Wilgenbush, Exhibitor 23.
I'm looking for one that is the most market ready. Today is their show. I'm looking for a lot of the same things that I look for in my goats. I'm looking for a bigger foot, a good looking goat from the profile, one that balances up nicely from head to toe, one that carries his product well. one that is going to hold himself together when he's ready to go to the finisher. They should be at market weight today. And you say, what's the right market weight for a goat? Well, if you look at the commercial market, it's any weight. If you look at the show industry, you're looking from 80 pounds to 100 pounds. I just don't want to see a lot of fat. If you've ever eaten goat, the fat is terrible. We're not used to that kind of stuff, but ethnic markets don't mind it. When I look at some goats here, I see a couple that are shorter bodied, some that are a little smaller as they drop from their hooves to pins. Overall, a nice set of weather goats today. I will come out and select who I think is the most market ready and go from there.
The grand champion is Lydia Foose, exhibitor 140. Reserve champion is Jaden Wilgenbush, exhibitor 23. We would like to thank Don Blezick Memorial and Iowa Meat Goat Association for the trophies. In the arena, goats 2, 3, 4, goat showmanship, junior goat showmanship. We have Josie Kinkel, exhibitor 132, Avonlea Mitchell, exhibitor 36, Lillian Parker, exhibitor 41, Jordan Welgenbush and Jaden Welgenbush.
They know where I'm at in the ring all the time, and they have a lot of try. They want to show me their goat. They want to show me the best parts of their goat. They're out here, their goat looks nice, they look nice. I can see the drive for wanting to do well, and that's what I'm looking for. Some of them have been out here multiple times. This isn't their first year in the project. Some of them, this is their first year in the project. And I can appreciate one that this might be her first year, but she's learning a lot, and I think she's got a bright future ahead of her. I'm going to choose this young lady to be my champion showman. And then, do I pick a reserve? Yes, and a reserve. I gave a couple suggestions to one of them, and she took it to heart, and she's been working her tail off ever since. And I like to see someone that will take some advice and try their best as soon as they get that advice and work their tail off. Because the only way we learn is to take advice and try to do our best to get better. And to me, the young lady right here is going to do it for me. Do I need to keep picking, or are you guys good with the first reserve? Okay. My suggestion to you younger guys, watch your older kids. Make sure you're always watching where the judge is at. Intensity, you want this. You have to always not stop showing. Come out here, do your best, set your goat up. Watch the current trends on how they're showing their goats. A lot of market animals are being braced, and a lot of your breeding does are also somewhat being braced and set up differently. Watch what the big shows are doing and take those kids and watch them, and then go home and put that to use and try really hard to do what you see those big show kids doing, okay? So great job. You guys are doing a wonderful job, okay? Thank you.
The champion winner of the Junior Goat Showmanship is Josie Kinkel, Exhibitor 132. The reserve champion is Jordan Wilgenbush, Exhibitor 24. We would like to thank Neumeister family and Gray family for sponsoring the trophies. Intermediate Goat Showmanship. We have Kimball Mitchell, Exhibitor 37, Maximus Parker, Exhibitor 67, Justin Springhauer, Exhibitor 8, and Jamie Vinton, Exhibitor 14.
sweatshirt. He's like, yeah, I'd rather be warm at a comfortable temperature than freezing. Put me on speaker.
I'm gonna look for my one that is coming out here. They're trying their best, they're doing a great job. But the one that I like to choose today is gonna be a little more smooth. When he's moving around his goat leads for him well. You can tell that he's out here putting in some time with his goat. Doesn't take away from the passion that a first-year goat showman has. I just overall like the smoothness and the patience you have with your goats. I'm going to choose the young man right here to be your champion intermediate. And this young lady is going to be your reserve.
The champion of the Goat Showmanship Intermediate goes to Justin Springhauer, Exhibitor 8. And the reserve champion goes to Jamie Minton, Exhibitor 14. Ann Barrett, Exhibitor 94. Lydia Foos, Exhibitor 140. And Taylor Springhauer, Exhibitor 105.
we come out here for your senior division, I feel at this level the kids should know what they're doing, whether it's their first year or their 5th or 7th year. They're old enough to know that if they want to compete, they need to go watch and figure out who's doing a good job to figure out what they need to do that good job. When I look at these kids out here, they're all doing an excellent job. There's some things I'd like to fix. By this point in the game, they should be able to know what side of the goat to be on. They should know whether they should be on their head if it's a dairy goat, or if they need to back up off of it because it is a market goat, or if they need, what they need to do as far as breed character and how to show that breed. When I talk to them, they should know what their goat's used for and why they like it and what they would fix about their goats. I like that some of them were easy to talk to. They knew what they were talking about, and they knew exactly what they wanted to tell me. I have a couple individuals out here that are doing an excellent job. They know their goat. They know what they're doing with their goat. They know when that one leg is out of place. They fix it. And I feel like overall to me that this young lady right here is a real goat producer that's knowing what she's trying to do. And the young lady to me that comes out in reserve is doing an excellent job as well. I feel like she's doing an excellent job. Knows about her goats. Doing an incredible job today. Not to take away from the other two out here. Just not as smooth in their transition. Maybe not as experienced in what they're doing just yet. Keep watching others in your breed and how they're showing their goats, and you can do an excellent job. Okay?
The champion of the senior goat showmanship goes to Ann Barrett, exhibitor 94, and the reserve championship goes to Lydia Foos, exhibitor 140. We would like to thank Gary and Allison Bausman and Bob and Janice Moore for the trophies for the Grand and Reserve Champion Senior Goat Showmanship. We would like to announce the rate of gain championship is Josie Kinkle, and the reserve champion is Stephen Barrett. Grand champion of rate of gain is Josie Kinkle, and the reserve champion of rate of gain is Stephen Barrett. Open class, you guys may enter the arena.
Is this your first time out here before? And who is this young man helping you show your goat today?
Wyatt.
Thank you, Wyatt, for helping her. And who is out here helping you show today? Your goat's kind of ornery. Did you see him trying to push on you there? Yeah. And how come you're out here showing a goat today? What makes you love it? Because it's fun? Awesome. I love to see you out here. And what is your name?
Sawyer.
And what makes you come out and want to show a goat today?
Because it's fun.
And who is helping you show your goat today?
And
Is she awesome at helping you?
yes.
And what is your name? What makes you want to come out and show a goat today? And who is the person helping you with your goat today? And what's your name? And how come you're out here showing a goat today? And who's helping you show a goat today? And what is yours? And what gets you out here showing your goat milking class today? Awesome. I love to hear that answer. Better than sitting at home. Any day is better sitting at home. All right. And your name? Hunter. What brings you out here to show your goat milking class today?
For the opportunity.
Awesome. Perfect. I love that. So open show is so important. That's why I love it. What's your name?
Honey,
What brings you out here to show your goat today?
I like the characters.
Very good job. All right. And what's your name? And who is helping you show your goat today?
Mom,
How awesome is that, Mom? It's kind of difficult to place these guys as far as an open class and showmanship kind of goes. I think they all deserve a blue ribbon for coming out today. It's obviously better than being on the couch. The young lady down here in the green is going to be my first place today. She took it upon herself to explain to me, told me her goat. She's up here by herself and doing a rockin' awesome job. I'm really proud of her for that. Doing such a wonderful job. Really just want to say, let's see. One that said it's better than sitting on the couch. Let's get out and do this more often. Let's go. You got it. All right? So, congratulations. You guys did an excellent job. You've got a bright future ahead of you, and keep up the good work because this is where it counts. So, good job.